The next idea is kind of an extension of the binomial common factor thing, which is sometimes, let's say you have like four terms, maybe not all of them have a common factor, but if you pair them, maybe you can make a common factor. Let's take a look at this first one, ax plus ay plus 2x plus 2y. You'll notice not all the terms have a common factor, but we can kind of group these ones together and these ones together, and those do have common factors. So the first one, you'll see a is a common factor, so you get left with x plus y. And the second pair, you have 2 as a common factor, so again, you get left with x plus y. And conveniently, now we have a binomial common factor. That's kind of the whole point. So let's factor that out. Finally, we get a plus 2 left over, and that's our factoring. Let's do the next example. We have x cubed minus 15x squared plus 3x minus 45. You'll notice that if you group it like this, within each of those, you might expect a common factor because the ratio 1 to 15 is the same as the ratio 3 to 45. So let's try to take out the common factors from each of these pairs. The first pair, you'll see you can take an x squared, and you get left with x minus 15. The second pair, you'll see you have 3 as a common factor. You get left with x minus 15. And there we go, there's our common factor. So we're going to take out x minus 15, and then multiply by what's left, which is x squared from the first term, plus 3 from the second term. Now, occasionally when you're doing this, it looks like the signs are going to be wrong. So, for example, in this one, you'll see that x minus 1 and 1 minus x, they look very similar, but they're not the same, at least not yet. So the trick is that a minus b is always equal to negative b minus a in brackets. If you need convincing, you can think about, okay, negative of b minus a is negative b plus a if you distribute the negative. And if you change the order of those, that really is a minus b. So let's try that trick here. So let's leave the x minus 1 as it is. And then the 1 minus x, well, we know is negative of x minus 1. So let's factor out a negative 1 there. And that's x minus 1. If you don't like how that's written, you can also think about just writing it like this, where it's minus x times negative x minus 1. That is the same thing. Now that we've done that, we can say that's x minus 1 times 5 minus x, and that's factored. Okay, another example, let's say we have this cubic here, x cubed minus 15x squared minus 3x plus 45. Very similar to the example above it, except some of the signs have been switched. So let's say that on your first pass through this question, you just factored out positive 3 and you left negative x plus 15, and you're staring at this and you're wondering, like, is that factorable? Well, this second one, you can factor an extra negative. That's kind of the idea here. So instead of writing negative x plus 15, you can factor out a negative 3, and then it's positive x minus 15. Once you've done that, you can see x minus 15 as a common factor. So you get left with x squared minus 3 as the last factor.